All right, I just watched season 1, episode 7 of The Wheel of Time, and I've got some questions and some theories. Let's start at the beginning. Why did they make the decision to have Rand's mom fight with her veil down? And we know as book readers that the Aiel, in their culture, they have to cover their face before a kill. So they made a very conscious decision to leave her face bare as she's fighting these men. Why? My thought on that is she's trying to convey to these wetlanders that, hey, I'm freaking pregnant. I'm about to give birth. Oh, I'm not trying to fight. They even zoom in on her face a couple of times dramatically to show her face, to show her emotions. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe I just answered my own question. Anyways, let's talk about the ways. Okay, so I have a lot of questions about the ways. Moraine uses the power to open the ways. And then once they're inside, Loial explains that they can't use the power because it attracts the black wind, Ma Chin Chin. So then why did the wind not immediately attack them when Moraine's using the power to open the gate? Because she was standing outside of the gate, she wasn't really in the ways, but then eventually she's going to have to channel in the ways to create an exit. So either way, it's like a guarantee you're going to cross paths with the black wind. And along that same line of logic, how does Padan Fain, the peddler, how does he get through the ways? He's not a channeler. Unless they're changing things for his character and making him a channeler. And that's how he got through the ways. And that's why he's a little crazy, because he's a male channeler. He's a male channeler who's a dark friend. They made this change for the Lady Amelise, we find out later on in the episode. In the books, she's a non-channeler. Here, she is a channeler. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, wait. What if he's a Forsaken who is going around as a peddler looking for the Dragon Reborn? And that's why he has this obsession with the group. And that's why he's followed them all throughout the story. And that's how he's able to use the ways, because he can channel. And that's why he seems to have no fear when it comes to Trollocs or the Dark Wind or anything really. Because even if you're a dark friend, like we found the bartender in episode 3, we found out that she's a dark friend. At the end of the day, dark friends are just humans who have committed themselves to the dark side. They would still be scared of Trollocs and Fades, but in episode 1, when they attacked the village, unfazed, unbothered, happy even. Something isn't right about him. So maybe they've changed his character. It'd be interesting to see. Speaking of the Lady Amelise, why did they make this change to her character? Why did they make her a channeler? Is it because they just wanted to explain what happens to women who go to the tower for training and don't make it all the way through? Is it foreshadowing for something else? Maybe another character that goes through and doesn't make it? My thoughts are they changed her to become a channeler because the city's going to be attacked in the next episode. My theory. And the one Aes Sedai in the area, Moraine, is out gallivanting through the Blight with Rand. And so when the city gets attacked, we might be able to see Amelise use the power to help defend the city, which I think will be pretty cool. My next question is regarding the love triangle between Perrin, Rand, and Egwene. Did you guys believe it? Because a lot of people have said that it's been hinting at it. And in the books, they do have this like 2 lines regarding Perrin talking about Egwene, saying that he loves her, but really not as a sister, but that she's with Rand. I don't know. It's very confusing and it's very brief and it's not really mentioned again. So here they're obviously exploring this option for dramatic purposes. Let's talk about Min. I have some questions about Min. She is older here. So is she still going to be a love interest for Rand? Later on in the episode, she reveals that she sees for him 3 beautiful women. But what if she's not one of them? What if they've removed her from the equation, from the foursome, and they've replaced her with Egwene? Because they have been building Egwene and Rand, I doubt that all this buildup is going to end with them just parting ways like it does in the books. I feel like Egwene is going to be one of the three women for Rand. And Min, unfortunately, is not. She hopefully plays a role still in the coming episodes because I love Min as a character. So what do you think? Is she still gonna be a love interest? Is she gonna play the role of a cougar here in this foursome? She also tells Moraine that she sees a vision for her and that the Amyrlin seat will lead to her downfall. How is the question. We just got introduced to the Amyrlin and Moraine having this relationship, and I'm all for that. I like their relationship. I like their chemistry. Now we find out in the very next episode, like, hold on, pump your brakes, because the Amyrlin will lead to your downfall. How? What are your theories? My theory is she's not specifically talking about Siuan the Amyrlin. We as book readers know that Siuan isn't always going to be in that position. So maybe she's referring to the next Amyrlin seat. I also didn't understand Min's viewing of Rand having a baby. It completely sidelined me. I didn't understand that part at all. I don't know where they're pulling that from. Is it a viewing of him well into the future? I don't think so, because he still looks the same. He still looks young. Maybe it's not his baby. Maybe he finds a baby in the waste. Maybe it's a waste baby. I don't know. Maybe it's this continual cycle of men in his family with finding abandoned babies. I don't know. This episode didn't have an animated short attached to it like all the others. Why? I really love those animated shorts. And with this episode, there could have been so many opportunities to build on it. Like, we could definitely benefit from a mini on the ways. I thought we were going to get a lot more exposition on the ways while we're in the ways from Loial, but we only get a couple of lines, unfortunately, before they basically try to mute him because they're tired of him talking, or they're scared of what he's going to say. Or about Far Dara and the history of the keep and how they continually washed Tarwin's Gap. Matter of fact, give us one about the Blight. They've mentioned the Blight, never really explained the Blight. We see the Blight. What is the Blight? This episode was not the episode to skip a animated short. Anyways, these are my questions. They always say no question is a dumb question, but I feel like a lot of these questions are kind of dumb. Maybe if I think about it more, it'll come to me. Or maybe someone will explain it to me in the comments and I'll be like, why didn't I see that? It's obvious. Anyways, if you have any answers to these questions, please leave it in the comments below. Leave your theories in the comments below. Love to read them. Love to kind of theorize and think about possibilities. Yeah, we'll find out. Hopefully more answers. And as I'm getting more answers, I'll probably have more questions.